Welcome to the JHipster React Native demo video. Today we'll be squeezing quite a bit into a short 6 minutes, including generating a JHipster React Native app, starting the app on iOS, Android, and web, making a few tiny changes, and building the compiled native applications and web build. Then we'll deploy an over-the-air update, and finally run end-to-end detox tests on the simulator. So to start out, clone the backend into a new directory. We're going to be using a pre-generated backend just to simplify the demo. And inside the backend directory, we have our JDL with our entities and our application config. So that's how we're going to be generating our application. So make a directory for the client, change to it, and run RNHIPSTER JDL and pass the path to that JDL file. You'll have to answer a prompt about your React Native application name and whether or not you want to enable end-to-end detox tests, and it will generate your project. After a little bit of waiting for npm install, we can actually start the app. So run npm start to open the Expo packager. This has a QR code. Scan that with your phone's camera to open it on your device. Production mode toggle to enable or disable minifying of the code. And then buttons to launch on different platforms like Android, iOS, and the web. So let's go ahead and launch an Android, iOS, and web browser at the same time. We have the iPhone simulator opening, and I'll open up the Android simulator. So we have that launched, and web uses Webpack, so it'll take a sec, and we have all three live and ready. So now let's configure our backend API URL. So we're going to be using that deployed application. Use that value in the app config, and we'll make a change so you can visualize the live update feature. So if we go back to each of our simulators or browser, we can see our change took effect immediately. Now we can log in to our remote instance. Same process on all three platforms. And once we verify that logging in works on each platform as expected, we can go ahead and build our application for the app stores or to run locally. So to run that, use Expo build iOS or whatever platform you are building for. You can do archive or simulator build. Simulator you can run locally. Archive requires a developer account. So for Android, same thing, two options. There's APK and app bundle. The app bundle is for the store, and the APK you can install and run locally on your simulator. So this will package the JavaScript, upload it, and then trigger off a native build, which happens in the cloud. Web is built with the same command, expo build web, and then you can test it out locally to see the client is working as expected. And then we'll wait around for the iOS and Android builds to finish. You can check their progress with the URL in the terminal. We'll skip ahead until the builds are complete and move on. Now that they're done, we can download them. So once those two files are downloaded, we're going to make a new directory for our packages, change to it, and unzip the iOS simulator application. Launch on our local simulator. So we run tar xvf to unzip it, and then we can drag and drop that into our simulator window, and this will install on the home screen as its own application. So now you can launch that rather than through the Expo app. You have a separate app. And we'll log in just to verify it's working. And so now we can demonstrate over-the-air updates that we have since we have an installed application. Let's make a change to our code. We're going to get rid of those exclamation points we made earlier and publish our new update with Expo publish. So this will rebuild the JavaScript and upload it to the cloud to Expo servers, where your application will be able to download it the next time it starts up. So now that it's uploaded, we can close our application. And here you can see our app is running on its own and with the Expo client. So we reopen our application, This time it'll download the update, and then the second time we update or open the application, our changes are present. No more exclamation points. Finally, you can run end-to-end tests if you decided to choose that during generation. So run npm run start ete, and then in a separate terminal run npm run test ete, and this will launch an automated test using the simulator and run through your entity screens, ensuring all the form fields work as expected. All other generated screens like the login screen and setting screen, those are all automatically tested by these detox end-to-end tests in our GitHub CI system to ensure any changes we make don't break the application. Thanks for tuning in, and hope you enjoy the new and improved JHipster React Native blueprint.